Hey guys, coming to you from my home office that I just got set up. I do like 99% of my work out on my patio, which you guys know because you see me out there all the time. But we're having our first guest, which meant that I had to get all my office stuff together. I got my whiteboards hung and I got my desk organized, and mostly what happened is I put my chair back together so now I can sit in here. So this video is coming to you from my home office. You'll probably be seeing a lot of it. That bed that you can see the corner of over there, that's brand new. It's very exciting. It still smells like a really nice wood. So it's nice being in here. Not the point. Maybe one day I'll give you guys a tour of my house, but I have something useful to share with you today. And that is a Sunday challenge for you. And this came about because something that I hear a lot from a lot of clients is, I guess, just about general overwhelm, that it feels like we're all being pulled in so many different directions between work and school and family and friends and kids and grandkids, and just there's like a million things going on, and it can often feel like we're just go, 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 and it can be hard to figure out really how to make any change, how to fit in any change, because change takes work and you just can't figure out how that fits into the big picture. So I have a challenge for you that I would like you to try at some point today, or I know some of you might be seeing this throughout the week, so really whenever you see this, the challenge is yours. And this is a 4-step process, starting with the brain dump. And by brain dump, I mean I want you to get out a piece of paper. I prefer pad and paper, but if you are a computer person and you would rather use a computer, you can do that too. But basically brain dump everything out of your head. Anything that's in there, anything that's overwhelming you, anything that you have to do, anything that you're stressing about, just get it all out on paper. And this is a really useful tip to help you kind of sort through what's going on. And if you have ever experienced trying to go to bed and your mind is just racing and you feel like there's a million things going through it, you would probably benefit from a brain dump. And you can even keep a pad by your bed. And if you feel that way at night, just pull out that pad and just write down everything that comes to mind. And just the act of putting it on paper is kind of releasing those thoughts from your mind temporarily. So the first thing that I want you to do is just brain dump everything out. Just get it out on paper, because then when you can see it, it's a lot easier to make sense of it. So that brings us to step 2, which is organize and prioritize. And I think it's very clever that those both start or both end with I's. So I hope you appreciate that as well. And by this, I mean, now take a look at the list that you just brain dumped and try to make some sense of it. If that means putting stuff in your calendar so that you can stop thinking like, oh, I have the dentist appointment at 3 o'clock on Tuesday. Like, write that down, get it out of your brain. If it's, pick the kids up, half day, whatever, all the stuff that is, with regards to your schedule or things going on, put those in your calendar, whatever form of calendar you use. Organize those, get those in the slots that they belong in so that you can start to see your week coming together. And I think that's where a lot of people have an area of opportunity, is we don't look ahead very well, is that we just kind of have that general sense of overwhelm where we're like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna have time to go to the bathroom, let alone start grocery shopping and going to the store and all these things. And it's largely because we just don't have a great sense of what to expect from our weeks. So once you brain dump, organize and prioritize that. Like I said, get all of the appointments, the things you have to do, get those in your calendar so that you can start to see it come together. And then that probably leaves you with like just the stuff that has to get done at some point. And that, try to schedule those in as best you can and figure out, okay, this, cleaning the bathroom is probably gonna take 15 minutes. Where can I do that? Put as much structure to your week as you can, because that's gonna show you where your availabilities are. And you don't need a ton of time to grocery shop. You don't need a ton of time to do some food prep. You don't need a ton of time to get a good workout in. You don't need a ton of time to find a new recipe to try. You really only need 15-minute segments throughout the day, throughout the week, to get some stuff done. And by organizing your brain dump, you can start to figure out, oh, you know what? Yes, Monday is crazy busy. Like, I really don't have a chance to get anything done on Monday. But it looks like Tuesday morning, I have a little bit of time. What can I get done Tuesday morning? And just the fact that you have mapped those things out is going to make you so much more successful for step 3, which is make that plan. And like I said, you've seen it come together, you're seeing where your windows are, and now you're figuring out, okay, what can I get done in that time? Do I need to grocery shop? Should that be my priority? Do I already have the foods here, but doing some prep would help? Do I even have the clothes necessary to go to the gym, or should step 1 be acquiring gym clothes? If I have a 15-minute chunk, what am I going to do in that 15-minute chunk? Trying to leave as little open to last-minute interpretation as possible, because if you are anything like me, left to your own devices in the moment, you're going to do nothing. I do it all the time, is I say, oh, I have, this whole window here, and now it's gone. I don't know where it went. So trying to make that plan and figure out where the things that you're saying are important to you can fit in. Where can you fit in the exercise? Where can you fit in the cooking? Where can you fit in a leisurely meal so that you can actually see what it's like to taste your food and to assess your hunger and fullness? Where can these things happen? It doesn't have to be every day, but I guarantee that if you brain dump, prioritize, and organize, you will be able to make a plan to fit those things in more than you think you can. So then step 4 here is execute. And that's exactly what it sounds. Now the time comes, you know what you're supposed to be doing at any given time. Now it's just a matter of doing it. So instead of finding yourself with that 30-minute window that you're like, oh, had I known that I was going to have this time, I could have brought my shoes with me and done a quick walk while I was, waiting to pick the dog up from the vet, but I didn't realize that I was going to have this time, so now I didn't, so I'm just going to go to Starbucks and get a frap, and, that's an extreme example, but what I'm saying is, in order to see results, you need to be consistently making an effort. And in order to consistently make an effort, you need to have an idea of what your life shakes out like. And in order to do that, you need to execute these 4 steps. You need to brain dump. You need to get out everything that you're thinking onto paper. You need to organize and prioritize that list. You need to look at that and say, what can go into the calendar where? How long are these things going to take? Where are my windows that I have open for healthy stuff? You need to make a plan. You need to figure out, okay, those are my windows, this is what I'm going to do with them, and then you need to execute. If you do those 4 things this week, I guarantee that you will find these windows of opportunity. You will find that you really do have more time than you think, or that you've been using your time differently than you think. To give you a little personal spin, my husband and I just started putting a 1-hour time cap on our TV time at night. And that means if we have 2 shows that we like, we watch one later. If we are having, if we're watching a show on Netflix that we would in the past have binge watched, we are watching 1 episode and we're moving on. And we've both found that now we're getting to bed, probably a good 1 or 2 hours earlier. We're waking up with more energy. It's made a big difference for us. And it wasn't, super easy to admit, like, oh, we're watching way too much TV every day. But it just kind of fell into that habit. We were trying to relax, we were trying to unwind, and it just, kind of got a little out of hand. But by taking a step back and analyzing, like, where is our time going? We realized, oh, those are wasted hours. We would be better off either doing other stuff, reading, doing yoga, going for a walk, playing darts. There would be better uses of our time that would also be relaxing. Or, we're generally short on sleep. We would probably benefit from getting more sleep. So by doing the 4 steps that I laid out here, you will be getting a better grasp on how you're spending your time, where it's going, and finding those areas that you can, maybe redevote to nutrition or exercise, and, really figure out that despite how busy you are, you can and you will find time to do the things that are important to you. So that's my challenge to you guys this week, is to do those steps. And I would love it if you posted in the comments below that you've done it, or when you have planned your workouts for the week, when you're going to do your grocery shopping, whatever you've kind of mapped out for your plan for your step 3. Share with us below and let me know that you are in on the challenge. I'll talk to you soon.